I'd like to take this time to thank my subscribers for tuning in. Anyone new to the channel can hit the subscribe button for further info. As you can see, we're going to be talking about Free Vibes Cartel, which a lot of Caribbean people and also people in America and all across the world would like as a fan. And we have a lot of questions like, did he really do it? Is he innocent? Was he framed? Is it really true that he's really going to do life in jail, never going to come out? A lot of different questions. And to me, I'm starting to think that he was framed because the case doesn't make sense. It's too much flaws and mistakes in the case. If you're keeping up with the Vybez Cartel's case, you're noticing that there's a lot of mistakes in it, and I don't know how a justice or a judge could be tolerating so much mistakes and stuff like that. As you can see, the reggae star Vybez Kartel was sentenced to life in prison for murder, convicted of the 2011 murder of Clive Lizard Williams. The Jamaican musician won't be eligible for parole until he's 35 years in jail. He spent 35 years in jail. So people, right now his lawyers and them been trying to get him out with an appeal, but every time they get closer to getting him out of jail with the appeal, somehow the judge and the jury comes up with something else stating he's guilty. It seems like they physically do not want him outside. Even if he did it, which is understandable, if he did it, he gotta be in jail. But even if he don't, they still want him in jail. For what reason, I don't know. So people, we still trying to figure out what is the reason and what do they really have against Vybez Kartel. Since he been in jail, he have release over 50 songs a year. That's a lot for artists behind bars. They got artists that is free right now that probably come up with like 4 or 5 songs for the year for the most. Every single day is like he's making a song and releasing it. This guy has a lot of drive. He's very focused. So I'm trying to think, just because sometimes I understand he sings a lot of gangster music, but I noticed over the years recently, he have been letting go a lot of positive songs and club songs, and if you want to lock him up in jail for you believe that the music he makes is a good reason to put him in jail, then guess what? Everybody that sings reggae music, you got to put in jail, because majority of the people nowadays that is singing reggae music, they all singing gangster music. So if you want to convict someone for that, then you're going to have to convict everybody. Other than that, you can't judge him. And in this case with the guy, Lizette and all this stuff like that, they sentence him to life in jail for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams, but they never find a body. They have no evidence of it. The evidence that they're running with is the fact that they have voice notes and texts. First thing first is a phone. Anybody could have texted that. The next thing, if you really keep up with the case, you will get to know that they claim that the voice note was made up. Also, when they went to his home, Vybez Kartel's home, claiming that he buried him, they dig up the whole place, and then when they didn't find anything, all of a sudden his house come up burned down. You already have him in custody. Y'all burn his house down. What y'all trying to hide? When his lawyers and them wanted proof, and they wanted to get people to go and do an investigation of the house, and guess what? All of a sudden, when the cops noticed, that they're going to look up and they're going to notice that wherever they saying is fake, all of a sudden his house is burned down. If you're going to sentence somebody for life in jail and you're going to pin something on a person, you got to have evidence. If you look around the world, don't matter how much the detectives believe is you, guess what? If they doesn't have evidence, they cannot sentence you. So the public want to see the evidence. Bring the evidence to the public so that the public can say, you know what? He did it, so the public will understand the reason why he's behind bars. But you got the public is like, we don't see no evidence. All they're saying is, oh, we want him in jail, we want him in jail. I believe the reason why they probably want Vybez Kartel in jail is because Vybez Kartel is a big influence over the people of Jamaica and also the people of the world, different Caribbean countries. A lot of slangs that he has made up, a lot of people in the Caribbean have been running with it. Gaza, a whole bunch of stuff. All the stuff that he makes up, guess what? People run with it because people so in love with him, and they notice that for one man, he has so much power. If anybody has ever watched the Malcolm X movie, you would notice that in the Malcolm X movie, when Malcolm X had a lot of people moving with him and starting to believe in what he's saying and following him, you never notice that they is a part of the movie that they said so much power for one man, and the government didn't want that. There was like, no way one man can have this much power. The same thing from way back in the days with Jesus. They didn't like the fact that he had so much power to the fact that people was following him. They was like, nah, he's not a king. We can't tolerate that. It's the same thing. The government is watching that. He has become bigger than the government. He could change stuff in Jamaica. He could tell them, listen, we're not dealing with this. And guess what? They would do it. Politicians probably wanted him to say side with them so that they could win seats and stuff. And he probably was like, nah, I'm not into that. They noticed that, listen, we can't control him. So you know what? If we can't control him, we got to get him out of the way. Because the music he makes, a lot of the reggae artists make the same music. Let's be honest. Or some of them even make worse. There's even worse things in their song. At least when he puts stuff together, he's educated, and they can tell that he's intelligent, and they can see by his stats, by his going to school and stuff, he was a brilliant. Even one of his own teachers say he could have been like a damn near a scientist with the knowledge that he gained. And you could tell that he's an avid reader. He reads a lot, and you could tell by the way he delivers his words. That's why he is on top in this music game. Is the difference is he has the talent to do the music. He knows the melodies and he knows what the people want because he does his research. And at the same time, he's very intelligent. So for a regular reggae artist that don't have the exact knowledge that he has, guess what? He's going to top them over. Because when they're making up this song, guess what? He's going to put so much stuff into his songs. If you listen to his songs, the words that he used, many of the words that he used, a lot of the reggae artists don't even use them. He used words in his song that they don't even use. Other reggae artists, you notice that they all will use the same words. He used words that you'll be shocked into, or can't believe that he knows that. And he's in tune with the Caribbean because a lot of things he says in his song is about stuff that is happening in different Caribbean countries. So which means he's actually aware of what's going around him. He's doing his research when he's writing his songs. He's not just sitting on and putting words together that rhyme or song alike. No, he's literally studying what he's putting down, doing his research. So when he put it down, you can say, wow, yo, this guy really know what he's saying. I believe for somehow that he's innocent. I'm beginning to think that because the case doesn't make no sense. I'm trying to figure it out, listening to a lot of stuff, watching news, researching it on the internet, and every time you research something that is going on with Vybez Kartel, sooner or later you get to see that is somebody made it up. Cops that in this case resign. If it's a case is going on and stuff like that, you can't do that. A lot of them is trying to get out of the way because they know sooner or later, if he win the appeal, a lot of them is going to be in trouble, because guess what? If he's an innocent man that been behind bars for so many years, y'all got to pay. The government will have to pay him money because you took away a lot of time from his life. And they don't want that. And plus, and then the next thing they wouldn't want to free him is because the government, and any government in any country, would never want to be considered wrong for doing something wrong against him, because the whole country is going to be pissed about it. Oh, y'all put him in jail and he was innocent for so long, and y'all had him in there. Guess what? Just to cover themselves, they're going to just say, you know what? They're going to make up whatever they need to make up to keep him in there, to say that they wasn't wrong. And I'm just urging people, listen, we don't have no evidence or proof that he did it, so you can't judge him as he did it. There's a difference if you know.
Like, subscribe, and share for the hot topics.